Hello, welcome to the Long Island Weather Update. It's about a quarter after 10 on July the 10th, 2024. A little bit later because I want to have some more models to look at as we watch what will be happening on Friday. I want to get more of the NAM. But today we had clouds to start, and then the sun kind of broke out a little more later on in the day. Very stiff wind out there, and you can see all the severe thunderstorms, including numerous tornado warnings, forming all along a line that's stretching from Virginia through Pennsylvania into western New York. And there's been numerous tornado warnings, and it's still going. Here's the circulation from what's left of Beryl. And we'll just show you how fast the clouds are moving today. I want to just show that first. I have a short clip to play for you here. Look at how the wind was. Today was very refreshing, though. Nice breeze out there. Yes, it was very humid, but really, you really didn't feel it. Look at how fast those clouds are moving. So it kind of gives you an example of what it was like out there. Really strong winds out there, very strong winds, but definitely a lot more bearable. And you see that there's a video of me went to Jones Beach this evening to check out the waves, and they were pretty impressive. This is what it looked like at Jones Beach. Very impressive waves. A little misty, but not like the other night. I'm sure the humidity is sky high, but you really didn't feel it with that wind. And you could see, you're looking at the satellite, the clouds just getting pushed away by the wind this evening. You could see the streaking. Very, very impressive. Let's go and look at the latest radar. I'll show you what's going on here with this line. So you have a line that's stretching through Pennsylvania in through upstate New York. This one around Oneonta looks a little suspicious here, like it could be tornadic. I see a little circulation there. And then we have more severe weather now going into Vermont, Plattsburgh. A lot of thunderstorm activity. So let's get to the latest watches and warnings out of here. We got this big tornado watch that's stretching from northeastern Pennsylvania through now was western New York. Now it's through the capital region and northern New York and parts of, it looks like parts of New Hampshire. So, and various flash flood watches and warnings as well. We got the tornado watch. I'm just going to show the warnings here. So just see what warnings we have out there. No tornado warnings. Actually, most of these are just flash flood warnings here. But there were tornado warnings earlier and even tornadoes that were cited. And we're going to go to the Storm Prediction Center and show you we have. So you see that risk area right there. And if we go to today's, we have 2 reported tornadoes there, storm reports. There were a lot of tornado warnings, but it looks like 2 reported tornadoes in western New York. Lots of wind reports. And so that is where we're at here. And you can see there were a lot of tornado warnings at one time, though. A lot popping up. I'm sorry I wasn't able to update you on it, but I can't constantly do it. Yeah, we have a lot. So right now we've got flash flood warnings in effect in this area. And I'm sure there's a lot of lightning going on in these storms. So just go to the lightning here because it looks like there's a lot of lightning here going on in these storms. Look at that. Look at that picture. The clouds there. It's something. Yeah, you can see all the lightning going on. A lot of lightning going on still. But all the activity is off to the north and the west. Oh, that's right. I did want to show you one thing here. Well, now I got to go. Here we go. This is the Anvil cloud. You can actually see the Anvil cloud from Jones Beach this evening. That's it right there from all those thunderstorms. So the tops of them are pretty high up. You can see those storms. They're really developing. Very, very impressive, to say the least. We'll go to the Weather Service radar, and we'll take a look at some more of these storms here. Let's go to the west here. So you can get a sort of look at the line here that we have here. So just flash flood warnings, no more severe weather warnings right now that are in effect. But let's go and look at our observations around here. And there has been a lot of wind damage. We'll have to look at the power outages because I have a feeling there are probably quite a few up there. But there has been some wind damage as well. So in our area, you see surf advisory, no surprise. Not for us, but for Rhode Island. And no more heat advisory. That's all gone now. And conditions out there right now, we have temperatures generally in the upper 70s. So upper 70s. Of course, the alley is warmer than that. The alley is close to 80. No surprise. even with that strong wind. But temperatures in the mid-70s, and it really doesn't feel that bad despite the humidity. 75 with the dew point is 73 at Islip, but it really doesn't feel that bad because of the wind, and the air quality was much better today. You know, we had much better air quality today. If we looked at the sky, you see right here that there's a blue sky, so we didn't have all that much haze there, and that really helped things a lot. Definitely, you could see blue sky, especially toward the evening. Really, you know, not hazy at all. So much better air quality today. And let's go and look at our highs for today. We'll just pull this out. Go to the highs and see what our high temperatures were today across the area. And you can see Long Island with that breeze from the south. Low to mid 80s is all, even in central Nassau. And if you're on the South Shore, upper 70s to around 80. East End, upper 70s to around 80. However, Central Park still made it to 90. So did LaGuardia, 87 at JFK. I'm sorry, 84 at JFK. So cooler at JFK. And then as you make your way into New Jersey, yeah, still hot. However, Toms River downtown was 88 and 91 at Miller Air Park. So a little bit better. That excessive heat warning may not have actually been needed because it was a little better, at least if you were closer to the shore. Inland, still mid-90s. You still dealt with mid-90s in the inland areas of New Jersey, including Central Jersey, as well as Westchester, too, by the way. Westchester gets hot, too. So the other thing, of course, that I want to take a look at is the lows. Nothing really, mid-70s, nothing really amazing there. Precipitation. So they've gotten a lot of rain upstate. We're going to go and take a look at the 24-hour rainfalls to show you why they've got all these flash flood warnings. You can see some of these areas are closing in on 2 inches of rain. And look at this. There's one area that's reported 4.52 inches. I don't know if that's correct. It very well could be. Lowville in upstate New York. Yeah, some of these areas. Big Moose, 3.40. So wherever some of these cells kind of trained over the same areas, you got a lot of rain out there. And they have no issues with rainfall upstate. But we could definitely use some here. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit as well. Let's see what the day was like. So 79 at Miller Air Park, 2.73. Let's see if they had any really excessive dew points there today. Not seeing it today. All right, did get it to the upper 70s. I mean, it was humid today. I mean, if we look at Islip, we had dew points up into the well up into the 70s too at Islip as well. So very humid, but it didn't really feel that bad because of that breeze. You can see dew points generally mid 70s. Yeah, I had to pause the video because I just wanted to bring up a picture of the sky here. This is what the sky looked like. There's some blue sky today, so it's definitely better, though haze was reported at Islip, and in the afternoon it kind of improved. So definitely better conditions today. It really wasn't a bad day, even though the humidity was high. The air quality just made that breeze, thanks to Beryl and the pressure gradient, it really kind of cleaned up the atmosphere of all that junk and haze in the air that we had, even though it's not. A cold front from Canada, a cold front from Canada may bring out smoke, so maybe we're better off with this. You're getting that south flow off the Atlantic Ocean, which is very nice. So let's go to the Weather Service now and look at our climate statistics for today. Islip at a high of 83 and a low of 75. High was right at normal. However, the low of 75 was 8 degrees above normal, putting us 4 degrees above normal for the day. Central Park got up to 91, so much hotter in the city, obviously, because you're inland. Low was only 79, so they were 7 degrees above normal for the day. Yeah, that's why you don't want to be in the city. You don't want to be inland. That south wind isn't going to bring you any relief. You got to be on the coast. Long Island, especially the South Shore, is the best place to be on a day like today. It was actually quite pleasant on the South Shore. Let's go and take a wider view of the satellite imagery here. It looks like I see a lot of smoke out west. Yeah, we can see smoke over here too, by the way, on the satellite as well, coming down from Canada. So this is the cooler air that's coming over the Dakotas, but there's plenty of smoke in it. So we're getting this deep southerly flow. Actually, draw it up here. We're getting this nice deep southerly flow right from the tropics. So the air quality from this region is not bad. It's just very humid. So that's where we're getting the, even though we're getting. Meanwhile, we got the smoke over here. We'll draw it in brown here, coming in on this side here. So out west, a lot of smoke all over the place out west. A lot of smoke out there. I can see it. So no surprise because there's lots of wildfires that are going. And there's Beryl's remnants right there. And the big ridge, you can clearly see it in the Atlantic. There it is. So another thing that people are talking about, too, if you notice on the satellite imagery, I'll go to the MODIS satellite so we can look at that. Let's go to the MODIS. All right, there's some kind of issues with the satellite. I don't know what they're saying here, but we can see all the smoke here from these wildfires that are in northern British Columbia, northern Alberta, northern. It's actually getting all the way dragged into Canada and then getting dragged into the Dakotas. And then we have more wildfires in the west, which don't show up too well in this satellite imagery. And the other thing I want to show you, too, you can take a look at this bright green. There's a big algal bloom off the south shore. I didn't see it at Jones Beach. I was hoping to see it, but I guess maybe we have to go a little further out east to look at it. But I'm going to want to see if we can take a look at that because the water is actually very beautiful turquoise color because of that. But anyway, let's go and look at some more satellite imagery here of the west. And while we do that, let's do Southern Rockies. We'll start with Southern Rockies. So wow, look at all that smoke out there. So yeah, you can really see it as the sun goes down too. Yeah, a lot of smoke. Looks like there's a lot of wildfire. Might be around Flagstaff too, perhaps. It looks like one is popped up over there too. It looks like there is some convection here, but this may not be producing much rain and just causing lightning. We can see the whole west is just shrouded in smoke. California. Let's go look at some observations out there. So you can see, again, all the tornado watches up in the northeast. Got heat advisory in Texas. Unfortunately, a lot of people still without power down there, and that's making things very hard. Still over 1 million customers without power. Recovery is very slow. And then here we go again with the heat in the west. So let's see. We got 106 at Smith Peak. Hit 112 there today. Oh, my gosh. 100 at Barstow Daggett Airport. It's 109 there right now. Only 8% humidity. So these are the kind of conditions you have out west. Hot, dry, like a blast furnace out there. It really is a blast furnace. Let's see how Flagstaff is doing. Flagstaff 81, but they got up to 93 today. So, yeah, very, very warm day today there. Very warm. I mean, Flagstaff's not supposed to see 90s, and, Flagstaff is seeing much more heat than it used to because of what's going on with our climate, of course, which, all right, that's a mistake. There's no way it's 140 at Melford Municipal Airport. That's a mistake. All right, it's not that bad. 100 degrees at Toole Valley. So we get some more observations here from some other areas. So I'd like to find Las Vegas in here. Let's just lower these, get these colors down a little bit here. Yeah, let's do that. Reno, Nevada, 99 after hitting 104 today. So the heat is just continuing in this area here. Still seeing a lot of heat. And probably some smoke reports, too. Baker Municipal. I don't see any smoke being reported here, but maybe it's up at the higher levels. But there is some smoke out there. And you can see, we'll just go to the high temperatures just to show you how hot it was again out there. Yeah, just another, maybe a little bit better, but not really by much. Still got up to 111 at Red Bluff. Yeah, it's brutal. It's just brutal. It's all. There's no way to. It's just the heat. Salt Lake City got up to 104 today. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's just extremely hot. It really is. Just, and look at how far the hundreds go up. Again, into Washington, 106 at Wenatchee. 106. Seattle's 82, so a little bit more of a breeze along the water. But if you're inland, man, you're just dying here. That's why you got your excessive heat warnings in effect here. And it goes into Canada. Kamloops, 102 it got up to today. Again, I mean, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. 96 in Saskatchewan. So this is going to really help, these wildfires to get out of control. Fort McMurray reporting haze, so they got some smoke over there. And that's what's coming down to the Dakotas right now. Even though it is cooler there, they are probably dealing with a little bit of smoke. Let's see if we can get this to load here. I wanted to see what Bismarck, North Dakota is. All right, they're not reporting any. Probably at higher levels, but it's 73, a lot more pleasant, but it is smoky. So, all right, that's enough of that. I want to look at some more satellites of some of these wildfires here. Let's go to the west coast here. Let's do Pacific. We could do Northern Rockies, too. Yeah, look at all that smoke there. I don't know. There's a lot of smoke in the air. Yeah, you can see it all. The Northern Rockies, look at all that smoke. Got wildfires here, so definitely some hazy conditions out west. Let's do U.S. Pacific Coast. And again, you can see those wildfires. And then let's look at Canada. Southeastern Alaska is always usually a good view. You can see all these fires here. It does look like there's some showers maybe that might try to get. There's a whole lot of smoke over there, though. Look at that orange showing up on the satellite very well. So, yeah. All right, enough of that. Let's talk about what we have to come for the rest of the week, obviously. Looking at that Weather Prediction Center, you see there's your low there. And we got a frontal boundary that's going to sort of be hanging out over our area. Very weak frontal boundary, but it could be the focus of some showers and thunderstorms, especially as we get into Friday. Storm Prediction Center for tomorrow, not really showing too much. So let's go to the models now and show you that we have, again, the remnants of Beryl going up into extreme northern New England. We're still going to see that pressure gradient tomorrow. A little bit of dry air tries to work in. And then for Friday, we have to watch this area of, it almost looks like an area of low pressure that forms along a stall front that could bring us some showery or thunderstorm activity. That would be our next chance for some rain. So let's go look at the HRRR and the NAM and take a look and see what they're doing here as far as precipitation goes. Now, for tomorrow, it should be dry. We still have the pressure gradient. It does show some showers that might wind up making it through in the overnight period, maybe a thunderstorm. And then as we get into Friday, this is the HRRR, though. It doesn't really look all that impressive, but we do have some shower and thunderstorm activity. However, it could be pushed more inland. It all depends because you got that stalled frontal boundary right there, right? And we'll show you the dew points, and you'll see what I mean. So we still have very high dew points here. You can see dew points well into the 70s. But you notice, though, drier air tries to make it in for a little bit tomorrow, and the dew points actually drop possibly into the 60s just for a little bit tomorrow, making it a lot more comfortable for a little bit at least. It's still going to be hot, warm to hot, with a southwesterly wind. And then the humidity kind of comes back into the picture as we get into Friday. The dew points come right back into the mid-70s again. So temperatures tonight, we're going to have temperatures not dropping much, obviously. Tomorrow is going to probably be a little hotter than today on Long Island with less cloud cover. Temperatures probably mid to upper 80s, maybe near 90. Jersey will be a little bit cooler, though. Temperatures right around 90 degrees. So with that more of a westerly flow, the dry air kind of evening out the heat a little bit. Not dropping much tomorrow night. And then Friday, you notice the cooler temperatures, which indicates a lot more cloud cover and shower activity that we're going to have as we get into Friday. So now let's look at the NAM here and see. We have 36 hours of the NAM, the latest NAM, and we're going to go ahead and look at that next. So you see, again, there's that line is probably going to fall apart tonight, but we're going to have to watch it. I don't think we're going to see anything out of that. But then tomorrow, we still got one more fair weather day, and then this is all we got into Friday. So, but Friday is definitely going to be more of the unsettled day, more shower chances, more shower and thunderstorm chances. It won't be raining all the time, but definitely there'll be a lot more shower and thunderstorm activity on Friday. We can look at the GFS to take us. We can go to the HRRR actually and kind of see how much rain it actually gives us all the way through Friday 8 o'clock. Let's see what we got here. So it's streaky, which means it's going to be scattered. And it tends to put the activity more inland than over Long Island. So more like maybe New Jersey. GFS, we can look at the GFS and take a look at the shower activity there. Doesn't really do much as of Friday night, but as we get into Saturday, it's showing maybe some more shower and thunderstorm activity. Again, this resolution is not very high. So you can see not very high, but it does seem like it might bring us some more rain overnight, Friday night into Saturday right now. So that's our next chance of rain at this point. I know it's been very dry, especially near the coast. We haven't seen much activity. We could use a little rain. So that's all I got for you tonight. Oh, right. I'm almost forgetting something in the sky. So let's take a look at that. This is the RGEM, by the way, just for fun. Look at what it's doing on Saturday. It's absolutely soaking us. That's the RGEM, though, but I don't use that for precipitation, but I will use it for cloud cover. So you see that it does actually give us mostly sunny conditions, especially as we get toward the afternoon. And lower humidity. It should be pleasant to be outside. As we get to Friday, obviously, we're going to have more clouds with those shower chances. So tomorrow will probably be the best day of the week if you want a lower humidity and more sunshine. And it'll still be a decent breeze out there. So that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather update. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.